Hey guys, I'm Jasmine, and on my channel I create Christian content, advice, motivational or inspirational tips for growing your YouTube channel and walk with God. If you like this type of content, hit the subscribe button, tap that bell so that you're notified as soon as I post. Like, share, and drop in the comments if you have any topics or any tips for me, and leave it in the comment box. And enjoy today's story time. So let's get into it. Story time. So I want to tell you a story about when I cheated and things went haywire. So back when I was dealing with my kid's father, years ago, this had to been 2008, I want to say, but whatever. So back during that time, I was so in love with this guy. I really was. I was really in love and everything. But we used to work at a fast food restaurant. I'm not going to say which fast food restaurant. And whoever watches this video knows what I'm talking about. They'll know, but I'm not going to say. But we worked at this fast food restaurant together and things were smooth. He was living with me and everything. But I would come to work every day and people would tell me, girl, he is liking so-and-so and, you need to keep an eye on him. So I was just like, okay, not him. Like, I just thought that we had the perfect relationship. So not him. I think I asked him about it and he said no or whatever, and I just was like, okay. But the more I would come to work and they would just keep telling me about it. Like, he is messing with somebody. And then they would tell me the girl, because the girl worked there too. So I was like, oh, all right, okay. I see what's going on. So I decided to take matters in my own hands and to be sneaky and do my own thing. And so I started messing with the guy on the job. Now, I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. Sis was wrong, completely wrong. I don't care what nobody say about him messing with people. I had no right to do what I did. But because I wanted to do me and I wanted him to hurt, I was like, oh no, he's not going to get away with this. So you can't play that game. So I decided to mess with the guy on the job. Now, I didn't think it was going to get back to him as fast as it did. So I thought I could at least clean it up myself. But no, it backfired. So what happened was somebody on the job that was close to him told him, like, you need to check her. Like, I'm going to need you to check her because sis out here being foul. So I'm in the drive-thru. With the headset on, taking orders. And the customer comes around and was giving me the money. So when he came, it was like, can you open your phone real quick? This was back when the G1 came out. Y'all remember the G1? That phone came out. I had that phone. And you had to put the little pattern on there or whatever. So he hands me my phone like, I'm going to need you to put your password in. I'm like, okay. Here it is. I put it in. Me not thinking like, okay, I did not delete the text thread where I was telling my cousin of all the little stuff that I did with the guy or whatever. I forgot to delete the text thread. Dumbest thing I could have ever done, but whatever. Okay, so your girl gives him the phone. He's in the back break room while I'm taking the orders. All I know is he walks up to me. No, first he was like, he asked me a question or something. And I just ignore him. Like, I'm boy, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, yes, sir. Would that be all? And then I gave him the receipt. But as I'm trying to give the guy a receipt, he walks up to me and mushed me all the change. Like, when I say it was, the coins was falling everywhere. Like, the coins, the change, everything was falling. And people was just like, wait a minute. Like, oh no. So the customer was like, I'm calling corporate because he just now popped that girl in the drive-thru. No, this is unacceptable. This is poor customer service. Da, 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 da. I was apologizing, crying, my face all smacked up, you know, because of what he did. Well, actually, he didn't even smack me. He just mushed me. Like, it was like the meanest mush you could ever get. Like, it was, oh my God, like, I just felt my whole face being thrown to the drive-through window. So I'm mad at this point. Like, you know, you didn't give me a chance to talk this out. Like, you just mushed me, bro. Like, you didn't give me a chance to talk to you or whatever. And at least, you know, I wanted to try to get my lives together, but at this point, whatever. I ain't even care. All right, I did it. You caught me. You read my messages, whatever. Like, that's just what it is. Okay, now what? But I grabbed my purse as I'm walking to the front, of course, doing the walk of shame, because everybody and their mother already know what I did. They in the lobby looking, mugging, she trifling, she foul, da, da, da. I just leave the shift, hops in a sedan, and the sedan took me home. I busted the door. He put his hands on me, so I'm upset. I'm like, he put his hands on me. I don't know why, but he mushed me. Like, he mushed me and did this to me. He gonna get it. So my brother in the basement, he come up like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, he put his hands on me, man. Like, I can't believe. He did what? Oh no, he ain't put his hands on my sister. And this is my twin brother I'm talking about. Oh, and that's another fun fact about me. I am a twin. And I'm older than him by 9 minutes, so he think he's my father. Boy, bye. I'm older than you by 9 minutes. Get out my face. Anyway. So back to the story. He was mad. He was all with his groggy voice like, no, he didn't put his hands on my sister. Like, really? Oh, all right, cool, bet. I'm like, yeah, because you want to do something about him. You want to check him because I can't believe he would put his hands on me. He was like, all right, so as me and my mother sitting at the kitchen table, we talking about it, and she trying to get the facts, like, what's going on, what you do. And I'm just like, you know, I did this, whatever, but he did whatever. I'm trying to tell her what he did too to justify what I did. So you get a knock at the door. It's him and his mother. So he behind his mother because she's trying to block him from, I guess, putting his hands on me or something. So as my mother, like, standing there in the living room, like, so what happened? So his mother is like, did your daughter tell you what she did? And I'm just like, I'm mad and I'm posted up real tough. But I know I was wrong. I don't know why I was tough when I was wrong. But I'm standing there real tough like, she like, tell your mother what you did. So as I'm trying to talk, he blurted out everything and he's upset. You know, he's irate. And my mother just punched me. My mother punched me in my chest. I'm like, Mom, why would you? I ain't raised you like that. She punched the mess out of me, y'all. I was like, oh my God. Sis, whose side you on though, Mom? I mean, you supposed to be on my side. She punched me, whatever. I'm gonna deal with her. So as I'm taking all of the, you know, mean stuff that his mother's saying, he's saying, I'm just taking it in, you know, because I'm dead wrong. I mean, as I should be quiet because I started all this mess. So, okay, take it. She talking about, let's go upstairs because he about to get all his stuff and he moving out. Okay, that's fine. Let him move out. That's me being tough. That's me being tough at that time. I'm like, okay, bye. Like, move out. So as we upstairs, why would you do that? And I mean, like, my son been good to you. Now, mind you, mothers are going to say stuff like this. You don't really know our relationship, sis. You don't know what we've been through. You don't know the stuff that goes on in my household. But I let her have that because I'm a respectful person and I'm going to respect your mother and not say nothing, put her in her place about our relationship. I'm not even going to go there. Okay, I ain't say nothing. So I'm just like, okay, as he's still packing up his game system and all his stuff. Okay, I'm just waiting for them to escort themselves out my house at this point. Because at this point, it's like, y'all don't really want to hear what I got to say. So just get his stuff and dip. Like, why are we doing this? So they leave or whatever. She stayed at her case or whatever. She wanted him to move back home anyway. She didn't want him to live in the neighborhood that we were living in. We were living in a neighborhood that wasn't, you know, suitable. Well, it's suitable because we lived in it and we were fine, but she didn't feel like it was safe for her son. And not to mention, she didn't want her son to move out of her house. So she was happy that her son moved back. So, okay, I'm like, whatever. All right, so they move. He moved back home to his mom, but I had already applied prior, like maybe 2 weeks ago or so for my first apartment. And I had already explained to him, this was before I got caught up. I had said, you know, I'm moving, I'm getting up out of here. He was like, I don't think that's a good idea. Then my mother was like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. She ain't want me to move out. So he like, on my mother's side, yeah, this ain't a good time for us. I'm not ready yet. I'm like, okay, well, you ain't got to be ready, but I'm moving out. I need my own place and I can't do this. So I get the call back, fast forward, as he's at his mother's house from when I got caught up or whatever. I get the call back that, hey, you had approved for the apartment and everything is a go. So I'm pumped. But he comes to my house, I guess he wanted to talk it out or whatever, and just figure out where we went wrong at. So as we talking, and I let him know, like, my move-in date is such and such date. I'm out of here. I'm packing up now. So, you know, he's just like, you know, if we gonna really do this and work this out, you know, let's do it. And I'm not just letting you know that I'm moving though. He's like, why can't you just wait? I can't. So if you think about what I'm saying, he chose to move with me. He moves with me into the apartment. Constant bickering about me cheating and why did I do that to him and da-da-da-da. Now, me at the age 18, I don't know that this is what typically happens in these type of relationships. I'm just going through it for the first time. I'm just trying to figure out, if you decided to take me back, why are you still bringing this up every day in my house? Like, I want to enjoy my first apartment. Bro would have company over, like maybe every other day or whatever, friends over. I had my friends over too, you know. We breaking in the apartment, just trying to like get comfortable and have our little parties and stuff. So one day I come in the house from the store and he there with his friends. And I asked, I'm cooking some chicken. And I asked brother, like, do you want some chicken or something? And he ignored me because he into the game. His brother was like, shoot, I take a piece of chicken or whatever. So as I give his brother a piece of chicken. And then I think he took the chicken from his brother and threw it at the wall. Like as I'm walking towards the kitchen, a drumstick like hit me. Like, that's what we doing now? Like, I mean, if you really want to like move back with your mother, you can. So that right there ticked me off. I put bro out. I was like, listen, you gotta go. Took his trash. I put all his stuff in bags, like, you gotta go. So they leave. Him, the friends, all of them leave. And walks him home with his stuff. I'm like, I'm over it. Like, I'm good. Y'all, I was not good, okay? I was crying. I was miserable. I mean, it was just terrible. Like, it was the worst time of my life because I was just like, all right, I know I just put him out maybe like 3 hours prior or 4 hours. I literally wanted him to come back like that same day. But my sister was just like, you gonna have to pick your face up and get it together. Like, this is what happens in relationships. Like, things is gonna happen. And I'm just mad because I'm just like, I don't want him to leave though. I you know, I was thinking in the wrong mind frame, excuse me. In the wrong mind frame. I ain't really mean for him to like go home and stay with his mother. So like as days go by, I can't eat, I can't sleep, I don't want to clean up the house. I mean, it was just miserable. I was just like, he gotta come back. Like, and because I was pregnant, my sister was just like, you gotta think, it's not like he's gone forever. Like, he's your kid's dad. Like, he's gonna be attached to you regardless. So you're not losing him. You gotta see him at some point. I just thought it was like, I'm never gonna see him again. I don't know what, like, I was just tripping real bad. I don't know. I had friends come over, help clean up the house. Says, we gotta get you out of this funk. Like, you just laying around. Like, nah, that ain't what's popping. So they got me out of my little state of being like crazy. So when he finally came back home, then he wanted to go out with his friends. You know, I was so dramatic because he wanted to leave out with his friends and left me in the house. As him and his friends walking out the front door, I throw a whole jar of grease and hit the front door. He like, she crazy. He still ended up going out. He didn't even care that I was mad. He just left, did him. And I'm the dummy, pretty much, that has to clean up all of this grease. Sis, listen, ladies, I just did all that rambling, story time to tell you this. you do some dumb stuff when you're young, and you can think back now, like, wow, that was funny. Like, I was tripping. Like, I was really insecure and tripping. I mean, some stuff I wasn't tripping because I had every right to act the way I did. But that dumb stuff that I was doing, like throwing the grease at the door and stuff like that, like, I was tripping. The whole him mushing me in McDonald's drive-thru because I cheated on him, like, and going home and playing a role like I wasn't the cause of it. I did it. Like, I was the reason for it. So, like, I'm laughing now because I'm just like, wow, he really did mush me in that drive-thru though. Like, he really, I wish I had footage. I really wish I had real live footage of it, because when I play it back in my head, it's mad funny. But it wasn't funny though. Like, what I did wasn't funny. But what he did to me in that drive-thru was hilarious. Oh, it should have been on TV. He mushed me. That should have been on World Star. Woman gets mushed. Man finds out woman cheated and mushed her in drive-thru. Like, right in the middle as I was giving the man change. It was just like all the quarters was popping out like everywhere. Money, receipts. Like, the man was like, oh my God. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, that was so funny, you guys. Thank you for sticking around for my story time. And lots more to come.